Since President Putin's invasion of Ukraine more than 2 years ago, there's been a crackdown in Russia on anyone expressing anti-war views. Even every day, conversations can have dire consequences. Russians are reporting fellow citizens to the police, with some facing long prison terms. It's revived grim memories of the Soviet past when denouncing colleagues and neighbors was widespread. Our Russia editor Steve Rosenberg reports.
Niger Bayanova is a doctor, but you'll find her in court, not the clinic. The 68-year-old pediatrician faces 10 years in prison accused of spreading fake news about the Russian army. Nara tells me I've read about this kind of thing happening to others. I never imagined it would happen to me. The story began at this Moscow medical center. A patient's mother claimed that the doctor had told her Russian soldiers in Ukraine are legitimate targets. Niger Bayanova is a doctor, but you'll find her in court, not the clinic. The 68-year-old pediatrician faces 10 years in prison accused of spreading fake news about the Russian army. Nara tells me I've read about this kind of thing happening to others. I never imagined it would happen to me. The story began at this Moscow medical center. A patient's mother claimed that the doctor had told her Russian soldiers in Ukraine are legitimate targets.
One thing Russia's war in Ukraine has done here is turbocharge the hunt for internal enemies, for alleged traitors, and it's in this atmosphere of us against them that you get neighbor snitching on neighbor, students informing on their teachers, professors on students, and even parishioners denouncing priests.
Sounds familiar? Under Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin, denunciation was actively encouraged. The prison camps, the Gulag, were full of victims who'd been snitched on by their fellow citizens.
What I find really remarkable is how quickly Russian genetic memory has come back. How things that people who didn't live in those times suddenly act as if they did. Suddenly they are squealing on others. Yes, it is a Soviet practice, but it's also something about the Russian genetic code of fear, of trying to protect themselves at the expense of others. And in this atmosphere, look what's happening.
Some Russians are taking the law into their own hands. On a Moscow bus, 2 men attack 87-year-old to Grinch. They say they overheard him insulting Russian mercenaries fighting in Ukraine. He lunged at me, flashing his eyes and gnashing his teeth as if he wanted to bite me. He called over his son, a big guy, who pressed his finger into my arm to hurt me. I've got bruises here and here. The 2 men forced Dmitry off the bus and dragged him to the police. He wasn't charged, but the incident has left Dmitry shaken and angry. The Russian constitution says that everyone has the right to free speech. Why should others get to say what they think and not me? Under Stalin, Dmitry's father was arrested and executed, an innocent man. Russia's past is a pain one, but it's the present that worries Dmitry, with Russia once again searching for enemies and agents and heading in a dangerous direction. Thanks for watching this video.